In this video, we're going to be finding the slope of a line that contains these 2 points, and we're going to use the point slope formula. So we're going to start by just writing down what we mean by the point slope formula, okay? So in this case, it's going to be y2 minus y1, and that's going to equal m, which is our slope, times x2 minus x1, okay? So we have our formula. Now we need to identify what information we have, label it, and what are we looking for? What's our unknown? Okay, m is our slope. I'm just going to write this down so I remember I'm looking for my slope. I don't know what my slope is. M is my slope. So I need to isolate m and solve. Next, I'm given these 2 points. Okay, we're going to call this first one point 1. We're going to call this second one point 2. Now remember, when we write a Cartesian coordinates for a point, it's written in this format, x and then y, okay? So if this is 0.1, we could say that this x value here, 2, is x1, right? So that means our x1 equals 2. And similarly, the y value then for 0.1 would be y1, and that equals 1. We can do the same thing with our second point, and we'll say our x2 value is 6, and our y2 value is 3. Okay, so now we've identified our known values and our unknown values. We've labeled them in the way that they're labeled in our formula that we're going to use. And we know we need to isolate for the m to solve. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. So what is our y2 value? That is 3. And we're going to subtract y1, which is 1. And that's going to equal our m, which is our unknown, our slope. That's going to be multiplied by our x2 value, which is 6, and we're going to subtract our x1 value, which is 2. So now we can go ahead and simplify. 3 minus 1 is simply 2, and that's going to equal m, and then in our brackets we have 6 minus 2, which is 4. Now, what else do we need to do? Okay, we need to isolate for m. And in order to isolate for m, we're going to need to get rid of this 4, right? This 4 is simply multiplied by m. We can write it like this, or we could take another step and rewrite it. It's just 4 times m, so we could write it as 4m. Okay? Now, we need to get this 4 onto the other side of our equation, okay? If it's 4 multiplied by m, the way to remove it would be to divide by 4, okay? And whatever we do to one side of our equation, we have to do to the other side. So we're going to divide both sides of our equation by 4. On our left-hand side, we're going to get this 2 over 4. And on our right-hand side, the 4's will cancel, and we're left with just m. Now, there's 2 more things we can do. This is our answer. Our slope is equal to 2 over 4. But we can simplify it a little further, and we're going to do one other thing. First, we'll simplify. When we simplify, we're looking for factors. So a factor is a number that we can divide into both our numerator and our denominator in our fraction, and it will leave us with a whole number, okay? So when I look right now, just looking at it, I know I can divide the numerator by 2, right? That's going to leave 1, and I can divide my denominator also by a 2, okay? And that's going to leave 2. So let's go ahead and do that. So 2 divided into 2 is simply 1. 2 divided into 4 is 2. So now we've reduced our fraction, okay? So our slope is equal to 1 over 2. The final thing we're going to do, as I'm sure you've noticed, we have our unknown, our variable, m, is on the right-hand side right now. And that's fine. The answer is correct. However, in math convention, which is just the way things are done in math, we want to put the variable on the left-hand side. It's not crucial. This answer is correct. If you left your answer like this, it's fine. However, math convention, the way we do things, we want to move it. Now, we're just putting the m on the left-hand side and our number value, the 1 over 2, on the right-hand side. So we're not changing any signs, okay? We're just literally just flipping the whole thing, reversing the whole thing, reversing both sides equally. So our final answer then, our slope is equal to 1 over 2. If you would like to learn how to quickly study for your GED exam online and get a new resume, then visit testprepskills.com.